Okay, so before I start this election night, let me make it very clear. It's not that God would run as a Democrat, it's just Donald Trump versus God. So, therefore, I'm going to make God a Democrat tonight, even though he'd probably run as an independent. Let me just make that very clear, okay? So, let's get on with the video. Welcome to election night 2020. Tonight we have the incumbent president, Donald Trump, running with Mike Pence against God running with Jesus. Polls are closing in all of these states, and we're going to make very many major projections. The state of Vermont and its 3 electoral votes are projected tonight to go to God. God carries Vermont. God will also carry Virginia. Virginia's 13 electoral votes will go to God tonight. God carries Kentucky. Kentucky's 8 electoral votes are projected to go to God. Indiana's 11 electoral votes are projected to go to God. This is Mike Pence's home state, but they will go for God tonight. South Carolina's 9 electoral votes are projected to go to God tonight. And the state of Georgia and its 16 electoral votes are projected to go to God tonight. So this is our current electoral map. 60 electoral votes for God to 0 for Donald Trump. And as you can see, very many flips on this map already. Polls are closing in North Carolina, Ohio, West Virginia, and we're going to make very many major projections. North Carolina, this is a flip. 15 electoral votes are projected to go to God. Ohio's 18 electoral votes are projected to go to God tonight. And the state of West Virginia, we project all 5 of its electoral votes will go to God tonight. And this is our current electoral map. 65 electoral votes for God to 0 for Donald Trump. Polls are closing in all of these states, and we're going to make very many major projections. State of Massachusetts, their 11 electoral votes are projected to go for God tonight. Maine, all 4 of their electoral votes are projected to go to God. New Hampshire, their 4 electoral votes will go to God tonight. Rhode Island's 4 electoral votes will go to God as well. Connecticut's 7 electoral votes will go to God. And New Jersey's 14 electoral votes will all go to God. The 3 electoral votes from the state of Delaware are projected to go to God. He will also carry the state of Pennsylvania. This is a major flip. 20 electoral votes from the state of Pennsylvania are awarded to God tonight. Maryland's 10 electoral votes are projected to go to God tonight. The District of Columbia, we project all 3 of their electoral votes will go to God tonight. Illinois' 20 electoral votes will go to God. God carries the state of Illinois. Missouri, this is a huge flip tonight for the God campaign. 10 electoral votes from the state of Missouri will go to God tonight. He will also carry the state of Florida, the most split state in the nation, will go for God tonight at poll closing time. And the state of Tennessee, a very traditionally red state, 11 electoral votes are all projected to go to God tonight. In the state of Alabama, remember this state went for Doug Jones in their Senate special election back in 2017. 9 electoral votes are projected to go to God. The 6 electoral votes from the state of Mississippi are projected tonight to go to God. This is our current electoral map. There are no electoral votes out for grabs yet. All of them have been awarded to God, so 263 for God to 0 for Donald Trump. Polls are closing in the state of Arkansas, and we are going to make a projection. Arkansas, 6 electoral votes. No surprise here, as this is a very evangelical state, are projected to go to God tonight. And this is our current electoral map. 269 electoral votes for God to 0 for Donald Trump. If Donald Trump carries every other state on this map, it will result in an electoral tie, causing the House of Representatives to decide the president. Polls are closing in all of these states, and we're going to make a very major projection tonight. God has been elected 46th President of the United States of America because we project he will win the following states. The state of Michigan will be won by God tonight. Wisconsin, this is a huge flip, just like Michigan. 10 electoral votes are projected to go to God. Minnesota, all 10 of their electoral votes are expected to go to God tonight. And North Dakota, 3 electoral votes are projected to go to God. South Dakota, 3 electoral votes will be won tonight by God. Wyoming's 3 electoral votes will be won by God tonight. Nebraska, all 5 of their electoral votes are projected to go to God tonight. The 9 electoral votes from the state of Colorado will go to God. New Mexico's 5 electoral votes are won by God tonight. The state of Kansas's 6 electoral votes are projected to go to God tonight. And Oklahoma's 7 electoral votes are projected to go to God. Texas, 38 electoral votes, all projected to go to God tonight. And the state of Arizona and its 11 electoral votes are projected to be won by God tonight. And the state of Louisiana, this has not gone blue since 1992 for Bill Clinton. 8 electoral votes are projected to go to God tonight. And the state of New York, 29 electoral votes are projected to go to God. This is Donald Trump's home state, but they will be won by God tonight. This is our current electoral map. 432 electoral votes to 0 for Donald Trump. Polls are closing in Montana, Utah, Nevada, and Iowa, and we're going to make very major projections. The state of Montana and its 3 electoral votes are projected to go for God tonight. God will carry the state of Montana. Utah, this is the most Mormon state in the country. God is expected to carry all 6 of their electoral votes tonight. And Iowa's 6 electoral votes will go to God tonight. And out of the state of Nevada, God projected to win all 6 of their electoral votes. And this is our current electoral map. 453 electoral votes for God to 0 for Donald Trump. Polls are closing in Washington, Oregon, California, Hawaii, and Idaho, and we're going to make some very major projections. California and its 55 electoral votes are projected to go to God tonight. Oregon's 7 electoral votes are projected to go to God tonight. Washington and its 12 electoral votes will go to God tonight. Idaho and its 4 electoral votes will also go to God tonight. And Hawaii's 4 electoral votes will go to God tonight. This is our current electoral map. 535 electoral votes for God to 0 for Donald Trump. And the polls are closing in the state of Alaska, and the state of Alaska will go for God tonight. God carries Alaska. This is our final electoral map. 538 electoral votes for God to 0 for Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is expected to only take a couple thousand votes tonight from the popular vote. So thank you guys for watching. Again, I understand God might not run as a Democrat, but he would run as maybe more of an independent. So thank you for watching. Bye.